Hey guys, it's George Daly and Landon, or Jack, what's your last name? Cohen and DJ Stewart. And we're going to talk about the yesterday's Orioles game. And how do you feel that the Orioles did in the first 9 innings, Landon? Or Jack?
I feel like they did good. Adam Frazier battled back. First time when I go out to that first inning where it was 4 3-0s, I think Gunnar Henderson was safe at the plate. But personally, it was a little hard to tell, but I had to go with safe because obviously there weren't many angles. So I was shocked that they actually overturned it instead of saying there wasn't enough to review it. And Keegan Aiken, I think he needs to see AAA. We sent him down.
First 9 innings.
Felix Bautista, awesome. 103 off the mound. And yeah.
Yeah, and DJ, do you want to say anything else about it?
Yeah, also about Aiken, I think he also needs to see AAA.
Okay.
Because even going into extra innings, he gave up a 1 run off of a wild pitch, which made it 11-7, and then that gave the Orioles an even less chance to win.
Yeah, after when we put him in overtime, I didn't think that we should keep him in. I didn't think he was the option, but that we could bring in Bautista because he was at a high pitch count.
Yeah, I agree with that, but Brandon Hyde...
Aiken isn't the guy we need in that scenario.
Aiken needs to be sent down. I think he hit like 2 or 3 batters last night. I think that was a horrible... I think they should have just brought Bruce Zimmerman in because what if it was like a 14-inning game? Then he could have given us 2 or 3 innings, but Keegan Aiken was, like, even in his few appearances before, he wasn't doing great. But knowing Brandon Hyde and Mike Elias, he's not going to be sent down because they're not going to touch their roster because if you ask them, they think they're having a good season right now. And in my eyes, I think we are, but there are many, many, many things that we could do. And one of them is fix the bullpen. I don't like where the bullpen is right now, especially if there is to be an extra inning game. I have to hold my breath.
Yeah, I would like to say, every time we have an extra innings game, I hold my breath. And usually 2 out of 3 times we get through it and win. But you have that one time that you bring in a guy like, who pitched last night? What's his name? Aiken. And we could have brought in Zimmerman, who has better starts and is just overall a better pitcher who can get more innings. I think we could have put in Zimmerman instead.
And before
George,
DJ
and Jack, I also want to add on to you guys. Mm-hmm. So this was past season. I had attended the Easter game, Yankees versus Orioles, and guess who started pitching?
Who?
Aiken.
Uh-huh.
He gave up 4 homers in 2 innings. Yeah. They still didn't take him out for another 3.
I remember that. And I also want to add on to what you said. Bruce Zimmerman did just pitch the game that Cole Irvin started, and I was saying all game, maybe bring Cole Irvin in. Like, I think it was at that point, I think it was 7, or I think it was like it was still a close game, and I said bring in Cole Irvin. He has a very small pitch count the last few days, and just call somebody else up from Norfolk, Rodriguez, Hall, or somebody like that.
I also would say that we could bring up Grayson and have him as a relief while he brings up.
In my opinion, if you want a relief/starter guy, the Orioles are so known for having these great starting pitching prospects, but then we turn them into relief. Keegan Aiken, he was a starter, now he's a reliever. You wouldn't have even known if you were a fan of that team because now he can't even finish a full inning.
Yeah.
A few years ago, he could go 7.
Yeah, I think we could have try to see how Grayson's doing in the MLB and have him as a relief, but really keep him as a starter.
DL. But I think for the doubleheader, he's our man, DL Hall. But time will tell.
I also want to say, if you put Grayson Rodriguez as a reliever, he already has good stamina as a starter, so we could probably, if we wanted to, keep him in for a couple extra innings.
Yeah.
Before you add on, George, we have so many guys who can go 2-3 innings. Zimmerman, Irvin, who's been bouncing around from that starting pitcher to relief pitcher role. We've got Aiken, like I said. Perez can go 2 innings if he's on a good day. Dylan Tate, when Dylan Tate comes back, I think our bullpen's going to be better.
Yeah, and that is it for today, and tune in tomorrow. Thank you.
Go O's.